Good morning, everyone. It's about 8:45 this morning. Yes, I've had breakfast and I'm so filled up and it was so yummy. So today's video, I'm going to show you guys what I eat in a day. So due to my health condition, I'm only allowed to eat certain things, which luckily for me are super healthy. So this morning I had oats pancakes with some homemade strawberry syrup and ginger tea. I'm going to show you guys the recipe right now, so you want to stay tuned and see all the amazing yummy meals I'm going to have for my snacks, my lunch and my dinner. So see you guys later today. So to a blender, I'm going to add some oat flour, which is basically old-fashioned oats I've already blended up to be really smooth. Then I'm going to add in half banana. You can add in the whole banana, but I just wanted half. I'm going to add in 1 small egg, some honey, yogurt. For the yogurt, you can use flavored yogurt, which I've tried and it's super amazing, and then a pinch of salt. So we're just going to blend it all together until everything is combined well. You might want to scrape the edges of your blender at some point just to make sure everything is combined. So with our non-stick frying pan, I'm going to pour in our batter. First of all, I'm going to grease it with some coconut oil. You can use butter if you want. So I'm going to pour in the oatmeal pancake mixture into it. And what I like to do as well is to give it a bit of topping for extra flavor. So I'm going to be using coconut shavings, but you can use chocolate, anything that you like. I'm going to just cook it for a bit. It should take about 30 seconds to 45 seconds. And just flip it to the other side, cook for a bit, and you're good to go. So for our strawberry syrup, I have some fresh strawberries here that I've diced. I'm going to add some honey and water. Just enough water to cover up the strawberry. Pop this into the microwave for 30 to 45 seconds until you can sort of see it begin to form like a syrup. For the ginger tea, I'm just going to add some freshly grated ginger to hot boiling water. Let this boil for about 2 minutes and sieve it out, and you can also flavor it with some honey or even lemon. So for my snack, I like to make some freshly squeezed carrot juice. What I do is I get my carrots, I peel the skin off, cut off the edges, rinse it and dice it into cube sizes. Then I keep it in the fridge for it to get cold. After which, when I'm ready to have it, I get my blender, put in water, then start blending it with the carrots. Just put the carrots bit by bit, but it depends on what kind of blender you have. Some you can just put all the carrots at once and blend it together. Once that's done, just sieve out your carrot juice and you're good to go. You enjoy it. Some people like it with the leftover, but I like to sieve mine out completely. And I'm going to have this with some apples. So the apple, I've peeled the skin off because I can't eat the skin of apple, it upsets my tummy. And then some cashew nuts. Hey guys, so I'm ready to have lunch. I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to make, but we're having, or rather I'm having, burger rice with chicken sweet potato sauce. Now let me tell you, this sauce is going to change your life. You would love it. It's so amazing. I like to eat my lunch at 3 p.m. so that it give me enough time for dinner, which is at 7, and I sort of like to eat heavy. So I'm so excited to share this recipe with you guys. So let's get right into it. So the first thing I'm going to do is put water on the fire with some salt. Once it starts boiling, I'm going to pour in the burger rice and just cover it to cook. Next is the sweet potatoes. I'm going to boil that in salted water until it's completely soft. So it normally should take about 10 to 12 minutes. Once it's soft, I'm going to drain out the water. Still going to leave a bit in the pot. Then I'm going to add my spices, starting with some turmeric, cumin, coriander, ginger and salt. I'm just going to mix this together and use my wooden spoon to lightly begin to mash the sweet potatoes. Just mash it as much as you can till you can't see any lump. and then just stir that together for, that should take another like 30 seconds. I'm going to push it aside to one side of the pot and then add in some olive oil, onions, stir it for some few seconds. Then we're going to add in our chicken breast, which are seasoned with salt. You can use any cut of chicken you want. You can use chicken thighs, any part. So I'm just going to put that in and stir it, let it cook for a bit, after which I would mix everything together. Once that's done, I like to use this really cool coconut powder. So instead of using the coconut milk, which you guys can totally use, I like using the powder because it allows me to create my own consistency that I want. So I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons into a bowl, add a bit of water and stir it up, then pour it into pot and use that to deglaze the pot. So some of the spices would have stuck to the pot, so I'm just going to use this coconut milk to deglaze the pot and remove all that flavor. So once we are done deglazing the pot, I'm going to add in the veggies and water, and then we'll just stir that in. Now we'll leave it for another 5 minutes so that it can thicken up. Once it thickens up, we're going to just finish it up with some frozen green peas. It's totally optional, but I recommend you put it. It makes a lot of difference. And yeah, so this is just the consistency and the look and the texture you're just going for, after which you just serve it with your burger rice, and that's it. Hey guys, so we've reached the end of today's video and my favorite meal of the day, which is the dinner. So for dinner, I'm going to be having a one-pot dish, meaning everything is going to be made in one place, and that place is my amazing air fryer you see behind me. If you don't have an air fryer, you can completely use an oven. So first of all, we have some Irish potatoes here that I'm going to put into the air fryer, and I'm going to coat it in my vegan pesto sauce. Now I'm not going to share the vegan pesto sauce here. If you want to learn how to make that, you have to go to my Patreon account. So basically you subscribe to a membership there. I have a $5 and a $10 membership. I'm going to start uploading very unique and different items and services that are just for that account, and one of them is this sauce. And it's not just about going there to actually watch how to make it. There are going to be a lot more tips and guidelines, and you can chat with me, you know, so many amazing things I think you guys would love. So starting from now, if you want to learn how to make that sauce, you have to click the link below in the description box and subscribe to one of my membership programs. So aside that, we're going to also be making some chicken. I have some chicken breast with me here. I don't know what to call it yet. It's like a coconut OT kind of thing. I've made it a couple of times on my IG story if you follow me on Instagram. Let's get right into that. So first of all, like I said, we have the chicken breast right here. I'm going to season it lightly with some salt and paprika. That's what I'm going to use. Oops. So I'm going to add some paprika in there. So I don't want to over season it because the coating will still do its job. And so with this light seasoning, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get my coconut shavings and just sprinkle that all over. Now this way I can use my hands. I'm going to massage that in. So it's basically like doing your normal coated chicken, where you have like your dry ingredients, your wet ingredients, your dry ingredients. So you know, normally it's flour, egg and breadcrumbs, but for me I'm going to do coconut shavings. Then normally at this point you drench it in egg, but again I don't want to be like too messy, so everything I'm just going to do it in one bowl. But instead of egg, which I don't feel like having tonight, I'm just going to use some olive oil as my or what will you call it now, basically as my glue to stick everything together. And then right here I have oat flour. If you watch my breakfast, I sort of already told you how to make this oat flour. So what I'm going to do is I need to season this separately, so I'll put it in a different bowl. Then I'm just going to season this up. So just going to put salt. And with this, if you really want it tasty, you actually have to make the mixture quite salty, but not too salty. Then we have some garlic powder here. Put that in. I'm going to put paprika again for color and taste. Then ginger powder. And everything I'm using is about a 1/4 teaspoon. Well, because the mixture of everything is quite small. And then I'm going to use white pepper. It's not so hot like normal pepper, and I'm not actually allowed to have pepper, but I just like that little heat that you get. Then I'm going to mix it all together. And what I actually like to do is to taste it to make sure you can actually taste that saltiness I spoke about. Yeah, just a bit more. All right, and then there we have it. I'm just going to pour it over this. So right now I have my Irish potatoes that I've cut into these sizes. All I'm going to do is season it with salt and oil. That's all. Like I said, I'm going to coat it in my pesto sauce, so that's why I don't want to over season it. And just mix all that together. Basically, that's everything you need, and then everything goes into the air fryer.